the right
Hey,
question is, if you
everyone's
had to
gonna hate
listen
you.
to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's the question. That is the
Uh,
question.
Heavy
That
round the road.
completely
break,
changes the
break,
game.
break on through to the other side by the door, probably, or a
All
Beatles,
right.
or
Very,
something by the Beatles,
very respectable choice. Very respectable choice.
or something by
Well,
the Beatles.
around the world.
Basically, but it would mostly be break on through to the other side because that's my whole life has been like that.
Hey, everyone, how's it going?
Hey, Max, how's it going?
Good, good.
What music are you into?
My favorite genre is deep house, like chill deep house music.
Wow, deep house. Are you one of these guys that that like? I'm doing. If you could see me now, if we were on video chat now, you'd see me moving my hands in and out of the airspace in front of my head.
No, not that to that extent.
I like folk music.
That's
Yeah,
Leo.
fair enough. Yeah. Whatever
Theo,
transports
some good old folk music goes a
whatever
long way.
music transports you, if it transports you to another place, I mean, I think that's what's most important to people.
Yeah,
Anyway,
definitely. That
sorry,
music does
AMA
that for me.
time. I will.
That's a good question because you can tell a lot about a person just by the kinds of music that they love.
The first thing I do when I go and visit somebody is look at their music collection. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thanks for joining, guys. We're gonna start the AMA a little bit earlier today because, as most of you know, Leo and I are out of town, and we have a dinner meeting very soon to meet a team of people who's going to be discussing the project with us. So we just wanted to start earlier just to have time to make everything. I have Leo sitting here with me. He's having some issues with his phone, so we're going to use just my phone for this AMA.
What's up, everybody? What's Leo?
Oh,
Yeah, guys, I want to get started with addressing one really important thing for the people who haven't seen. I mean, even for the people who did see. So, Cole made a statement on his Twitter, and he also made a statement in the Telegram. But I also wanted the team ourselves to make a statement on our behalf as well. For the people who don't know, Cole is going to be stepping down as the marketing manager. He is going to be exploring other opportunities and doing other things. And he was so committed and involved with the project for the last, I mean, since we launched really. And he wanted to just explore new things as well. So he stepped down from that position, and that leaves me as leading all of the marketing. And I also want to address that Cole himself is not a part of the team. He's not a part of the devs. He's not a part of the uh, dev team. So he never was, correct. I just want to make that clear because some people were concerned about decisions that he was making on behalf of himself and his uh, free and things that he did on his free time outside of the community. And I mean, that's his decision and choice to do so. Mm, he's not forced to just be working with Shibadoge. So whatever he does outside of Shibadoge, that's completely up to him. Even if he chooses to um, take profits or whatever the case may be, he's told and that it's a free market and it's his discretion to do that. But I want to make that uh, um, just make that clear because for the people who were concerned, none of the team members are selling any tokens. We haven't sold a single token up to this point, and that is going to continue to be the case. The team is obviously here for the long run, and we've made that pretty clear through our words and actions ever since starting this project. So the project is going to continue to grow, flourish, and keep going, regardless of whether a certain community member is here or not. But just remember that the team is here, working hard every single day, and nothing is going to change on our end. And if you don't see him around and don't see him in the chat or VCs as much, I just want to make that clear for everyone, just so no one is confused and no one, just so all of you guys kind of know what's going on, because I know a lot of you were either close to him or he was very involved with the community. So obviously, when a certain community member isn't around, it's noticed and people want to know what's going on. So that's why we're here addressing it. We don't want there to be a false narrative or anything. We're on good terms with Cole. Um, we're going to support him in any way we can, and he's going to support us and the project in any way he can. But just know that there are some changes happening with him, and but that shouldn't affect the project at all. So I just wanted to clear that up. Um,
Yeah.
so if anyone else has any questions or anything to say about that, feel free. But Leo, did you want to add to something?
No, well, let's see if they have any questions. But yeah, no, I really don't have nothing to add to that other than the fact that, I mean, things like this happen all the time in professional establishments anyway, and it's more or less for the better of things as well. It helps people, some people move out, more people move in. It's just how the cycle of things work. I mean, executives and companies change constantly, and marketing, executives or marketing managers or whatever. Also, there's position changes, and there's also things that need to happen in order for certain things to grow and continue moving forward. So, I mean, we're on good terms with everyone who we've worked with. We've never really burned our bridges with anyone that we've ever worked with. So, I mean, as a growing project, things like this, believe it or not, it's healthy to see things like this happen, in a sense, especially when things happen in a good way and everyone stays on good terms. But as far as everything else goes, I mean, we're on a good track right now of coming with a breakthrough with some other things that we've been working on, as far as utility and some other cool things that we're working on in the background to bring to surface to the project. So I mean, we can't stay. I mean, we can't get distracted from the bigger picture. Things like this happen, but we as the team, we're going to stay focused. We're going to stay, laser focused, actually, to make sure that we deliver on our vision.
Yeah, and just to make it clear, I mean, from the beginning of the project, myself, Max, I've been directing all of the marketing. I've been the marketing director. So Cole was there to help me out and assist me with things.
Max anyways, regardless. So it's not like anything is really
so nothing is really changing.
50 quid.
So that's the great thing. So that's what's most important. You guys won't really notice a difference on the marketing front. Exactly. So yeah, that was pretty important for us to address. So again, I know Roof, you wanted to say something. If anyone else has to say anything, please let us know.
Yo. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? I just wanted to hop in here real quick. I'm sure you've already kind of talked about it, but also wanted to. Hopefully, I'm not getting an echo. By the way, sometimes let me see real quick. Sometimes my phone has an echo, but yeah, I just wanted to hop in here. I'm sure Max or Leo's already kind of touched on it, and I also put something out publicly today, and just wanted to let everybody know the devs and I we're on great terms. They've been really good to me, and especially obviously this whole community. There wasn't any bad blood in this decision at all. I recommend, I don't want to take up too much time, but I recommend you guys just read through my tweet, because I think that says it best. And I'll always still be a supporter of the project. I'm still going to be around in the background and, sometimes pop in VCs. It's not like I'm just going to disappear. And let's see if there's anything else I want to talk about. And in terms of, my role here, just to make it clear, when I was working with the team, was that, Max was always the decision maker. I would bring ideas and opportunities, but Max was always the shot caller and the decision maker, and the one who would, be the top guy to direct everything. I kind of just played as a help to whatever he really needed in terms of connecting people or helping make things happen. So this isn't like a goodbye, but it's more so. I want to explore different opportunities, but you guys know that I really love this project, and I'll be here whenever the devs need anything, and I'll still be working to some degree in the background. So yeah, guys, just wanted to let you guys know as well on the VC, not just through a message.
Right on, Cole. Right on.
Yeah, thanks for addressing that, Cole.
No, Max, you said you was going to take some questions, so that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay, cool. All right. So I don't need to.
Sorry, it's a bit of a technical.
I'm gonna head out though, guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, Paul. Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm not asking anymore. Thanks, bro.
Okay, thank you. King, do you have a question? Unmute yourself.
Oh no, bro, not anymore.
Okay. Raise your hand. Sorry. Raise your hand. Do you have a question? No, Max. Oh, there we go.
Okay, if nobody's got questions, do you mind if I say something?
There's one person.
If anybody's raising their hand, they are. I'll set them.
They're called from you. Go ahead.
Hey guys, just a quick question based off Cole leaving. Will there be somebody replacing him or anytime in the near future, or there's somebody already?
There may and there may not be. So the way that Cole actually even got structured into playing that role is what we started off with Max doing all of the marketing, which he still has always done all of the marketing to begin with. But when Cole got into the project and introduced himself and kind of made some deals fall through, he stepped up and was like, hey guys, would you guys mind if I was put that title on me as marketing manager, and kind of it'll be easier to help me reach out to other people and make connections and whatnot. So that's really just kind of how that title even got formed. It's not as if we had brought him on and we were paying him anything. He was just completely a volunteer doing this thing, right? So everything has still always been done through us directly, as far as the the final connections and everything go, as far as marketing and reaching out to people and closing deals. But as we grow and as we get into bigger things, and as we start diversifying more of our responsibilities as a team, we may in the future be looking for a full-term marketing manager, or just a kind of like build on top of our marketing team. But we do keep our hands full. We are men of many trades, and we make sure we do everything we need to do to hold it down as far as all ends of the project go. We don't like any loose ends, but if we feel as if we do need help on that end, as far as I don't want to say an employee, but a volunteer to do acting that role, then yeah, we'll let you guys know, and we'll start taking interviews. I mean, we already have a ton of people that we've had connections and breakthroughs with, and people who have actually stepped up and wanted to take the role. But as of right now, I mean, we're gonna stick to doing it ourselves.
No, that's great. That just cleared up that right there. Another question, just out of curiosity, with regards to the NFT breeding, is there an opportunity or a chance of that NFT being an AR?
What do you mean by an AR?
An augmented reality?
So we've discussed augmented reality. but that would be something definitely a little bit down the line. So it is something that we've discussed and are thinking of doing.
Possible to do.
It's possible to do, and
not a
we've done it,
priority
and
right now.
we've done it in the past. It's just obviously we need to release the collection first and do a few things before we can get to something like that. So to answer your question, yeah, it probably will happen. We just don't know when that would be something we would release.
You know
Okay, thanks.
how the whole level appeared on with the NFTs. The there is a certain amount of properties that are NFTs
My
that we
God, I
hold
wish
can
he would
be kind of
shut up.
altered, and the value of them of
It's
certain
really
properties can be
starting to bug me
created. I
now.
mean, the future
How
of
do I
what we've
mute
got
someone?
ahead of us with regards the NFTs around the issue is really, it blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind.
Yeah,
And it really
exactly.
truly does, right?
We
And sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just the the concept, like people in eventually in the future, people's lives are going to be governed by their ownership of an NFT, but they don't know it to be an NFT. They won't know it. They won't know that it's an NFT behind it. They won't even call it that. They'll call it something else.
Now, that's better. At least now we don't have to keep listening to his rubbish in the middle of all this. And this will now be my version of the AMA. Okay, anyway, while he's speaking, and just so that it doesn't go totally dead, literally to summarise that bit so far, Cole has stepped down. Well, he wasn't really in the position of marketing manager. He was more of a sort of an influential holder. He's still a holder, but as you probably heard, Luna took quite a dive a few weeks back. He lost a lot of money, and been
I
needing
do,
to
and
concentrate.
I believe you have a point there, my friend, and we're gonna make a statement out of that point in the future for sure, because that's a very important set of rules that you're thinking of.
Yeah, you touched on two really important parts. Number one, scalability, and number two, decentralization and community. So,
And also being able to build an identity in the space.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and we've made sure that from day one, we've always thought about things in a way that they can scale, and I think the NFTs are a great example of that. There's so many ways that we're going to take it that's going to make it the ultimate NFT experience and something that really no one has seen in the industry, and it's really trendsetting, and it's going to provide the ultimate experience. So definitely that is something we're always thinking about, and all that wallet with the community being led by the community is something that we love as well, because um, it's really giving power to the community to make so many decisions about the future. So that's also something that we love.
So yet again, the Telegram group leading the way on the NFT community thing that they're doing. and nobody else gets
It doesn't
to
get more beautiful than that.
discuss the
We
correct
haven't,
ideas.
none of us, well, most of us haven't really met each other in person yet. We're closer than we are to most of the people in our lives. We talk to each other almost every day. We talk about things so that we love and are interested in, and that's so important to us, and have such common interests. I mean, it's really special when you really think about it.
Hey guys, if you guys touched, you said decentralization, and that's something that I'm like really passionate about the idea behind decentralization, especially like we're in crypto, right? I think that's a big part of it, obviously. But there seems to be this weird imbalance between true decentralization, like democratization and like the pitfalls of that, and then but also having that centralized view. So obviously those two things have to like merge. But I am interested, like, because as a long-standing project, I'd like us to be able to talk about decentralization and what that looks like for our project, like long term, like 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. Like, what are we trying to do long term to eventually like let this thing just basically be a machine that people interact with?
Definitely, and that's something we're thinking about. Like, even if you read the 888-year vision, that's gonna come much sooner than even the times you gave. I mean, decentralization, it's something that needs to come with growth and time, because if there was decentralization in the small amount of hands, it wouldn't really grow into the true potential. But once a project grows to meaningful numbers, then that everything changes, because the power is in a large amount of hands, which really can mold itself to be something with direction, and really have a lot of a lot more people involved to be able to really shape the direction. So it's something that we're very passionate about, and definitely believe in. And I mean, even you read that Medium article, and you already see where our head is at. And we definitely think that that's going to come a lot sooner than a lot of us expected. In single digit years, I would think.
Nice. Thank you. TD, go ahead with your question.
Hey, I really don't have a question, but I wanted to talk a little bit about, in the last 2 days, what happened, and just wanted to summarize it for myself and, the devil here. So just wanted to talk about, I have yesterday, we were in the community discussions, and I got a renewed hope, in this bear market. And, we had, I don't know if the devs know this or not, but Peter was with us for almost 2 hours. And, it was kind of an informal listening session, and it was so nice to hear him. He's so humble. And we just, could discuss whatever we could, some doubts here and there keep cropping up. So we had a wonderful time. And in the bargain, I picked up a lot of NFTs again. And very, that influence is very captivating whenever I read that 888 article, or, this is the first time I talked to actually Peter. Never had a one-on-one interaction, so it is infectious. Anyway, the other point, so it raised the hope for me, that I'm going to stay here for a very long duration. The other thing is, thanks to our board of directors who were elected by the community members, they did a Twitter space today, and there was this gentleman who came in, who is also one of our community members. He holds, I believe, some Doge Army NFTs, and he's been with us since January, but he's a gem of a person because he actually understands the NFT world and he gave us a lot of pointers. And every time he spoke, it was like a breath of fresh air. And these are some of the things I took out from there. He gave a new meaning immediately for me, and my hopes went up, skyrocketed a whole bunch, and I couldn't even control my excitement. So the things that he was telling is we are all already, you know, having the utilities that nowadays I believe people are looking for. We have excellent depth, right? And the recipe for success, he says, are the diamond hands. So whoever is diamond handing, that's the recipe for success, I believe. The only thing that we were asking him, how do we, get the new uh, investors in? He said, get more exposure in front of other projects, and he had some pointers for Josh, and maybe he'll make that happen. But real quick, I just want to, talking about hope, right? And this is for community as well. For us who are spending about 18 hours here, right, or more, many a times, I'm also spending during my travel time to different locations. So, for all of us, we had multiple discussions over the days, right? So I'm just summarizing my thought around hope here, right? When we all give a helping hand, right, you give the members a reason to smile, right? What it does is it sparks hope, right? And for me especially, it tells me that we have found home in a DeFi world when there's so many things going on, so many rug pulls going on. One place that we can confront ourselves is this location called Shibadoge. I think I am truly uh, very happy to be here in this community. And I think the gentleman who talked today, he said the biggest strength that Shibadoge has is the community. And that was so powerful. Also, as a community member, right, this was for myself, as members or like me, as a member, if we choose hope, we shine. We shine within the Shibadoge program. We can become more creative by sharing and sharing experiences. Like, Kinu, and, he does such an excellent job telling so many different things technically. And we have nobody now sharing movies, Josh showing us recipes. There's just a community is incredible. And what that does is we start believing in Shibados, right? We are together. And this is one for you, Dev, Leo, Max, Alex, Peter. You've developed an incredible platform, right? Where we have Shibados, Burn Token, NFTs. You all have given us hope to this community. And when you give hope, you lead, you encourage us, you inspire us. And together we are just strong. And I just want to take a moment. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to invest in Shibadoji. You are wonderful. Dev, I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Thank you, TD. That was very well said. And I can only say one thing to that. I think that everyone here, to be a part of Shiba Doge, we might not be the fastest growing community. We may not be your most favorite project. We may be, whatever you feel like about Shiba Doge. What I'm proud of what we are is having, number one, a safe community, and number two, a positive and strong, loving community. I was reading an article the other day. It was a statistic about altcoins, and it was tracking altcoins that are released into the market. And looking at a large amount of data, it was showing that 95% of projects were rugs. So, we launched about half a year ago now, and it's crazy to even think that it's been that long already. But in that short amount of time, we've grown tremendously, big and quick. But the thing that I'm most proud about is our team and our community. Just know you guys are in safe hands. That feeling of safety is understated in the DeFi space. I've been a part of projects in the past where I didn't know if it was worth me sticking around in that project till the next day, if it was going to be around. And, you know, those are feelings that you shouldn't have to feel. No one should have to feel. And I'm proud that our project is not that way. I'm tremendously proud of the safety that we've created. So people really need to realize and remember that it's not always about what grows the fastest, but it's also about what puts you in a safe position as well. And just know with Shibadoge, there's always going to be safety and positivity. So thank you for that, TJ.
And growth, you know, like we're not going to stop working.
Of
We're not
course.
going to stop adapting. We're going to adapt with what the market wants, what the market needs. We're going to adapt because if you don't adapt, you get left behind, and we're not going to get left behind. We're going to keep adapting. We're going to keep moving with the flow. We're going to make sure that we create as much utility and as much value as we can in the, you know, in the time that we have as well. So, you know, I mean, I feel like as if it's a responsibility that we have to do to stay relevant. And I mean, we're not gonna take the easy route, guys. I mean, if we have fun doing what we do, we enjoy what we do, and we enjoy spending the time with you guys, and you know, it's not gonna stop. Right? We're gonna continue going hard.
No, we don't take the easy route. We take the sustainable route.
Thanks, hard.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Indeed.
Okay, yeah, thanks guys, and TD always says it's so good. I just really quick, it was so nice to talk to Peter the other day, and he did mention that actually the token will migrate to Polygon. Would that be at the exact same time, or do you know? And if you don't know, I understand.
But we'll give you guys full detail as to what it is. He might have just not explained it in the correct sense. So it's not going to just be a migration. It's just going to be an integration. So it will also work with the Polygon system as well. So it's not like we're migrating off ETH. It's just we're trying to branch out into multiple different networks as well. But right now it's currently still in development, and there shouldn't be any announcements on that, you know, just yet, because we still have our devs working in the back end to, you know, make that a possibility and to even see if it's possible with the current given, you know, state of the Polygon network. So, yeah, we'll definitely give you guys more info as it comes in, but it won't be a migration. It'll just be an integration, right? So it'll work on. We're going to try to make this work on multiple networks.
Yeah, you guys are always adjusting to whatever's coming down the pipe. So yeah, I appreciate it. Behind you guys 100%. Thank you so much.
Of course. Guys,
I see two more questions, and we'll take those, and we'll get going, so we're not late to our dinner.
20 minutes, we have a dinner meeting, so.
Okay, cool. Snaps, go ahead. You need to unmute. Okay. El Chivo, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, so last couple of days we have a bunch of us have brought up the burn card. What other values or what other tokenomics are we bringing to that, or what can we expect from some of us that hold a burn card?
So we're going to make a statement within the next 2 weeks, I want to say, of what we're planning to do with the burn cards and what kind of utilities we're bringing forth to it. But there will be there will be separate channels in the Discord as well for burn card holders, which will give you guys a little bit more info as to what those channels would provide and what kind of benefits you get from joining that channel. And then there is some other things that we want to bring up as well. So we're going to kind of turn that into a bigger AMA event. So you'll know when it's coming up. We'll make sure to announce it beforehand, and then we'll give you guys more of a breakdown during the AMA, and you guys will be able to ask your questions and do all the good stuff as well too.
That's it. No more questions.
Okay, if there's no more questions, we'll end it here, Roof.
All right, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and looking forward to talking again, but sorry to cut it short today.
It's all good.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, it sounds like that's the end of the AMA from Shibadoge. And I don't want to keep you going on and on and on about it. And let's just cut off that feed so that...
Amen. Amen.
Hey, Cos, I give you credit. That one you came up pretty good. That was pretty.
How do we stop that?
Real quickly.
That was powerful.
Yeah.
Okay,
we got rid of that. So basically,
Cos, I gotta just say one thing. Well, before we go, I gotta just say one thing. I agree with you because